Entaro Tessadar, fellow Protoss players, my name is Kaelaris, and today we are going to be looking at a game between myself and craYon, who is a highly ranked diamond player. Oh, you are going to hate me at the end of this game. You're so going to hate me. You're going to think, what was the point? But I'll try and throw in some extra things at the end of the video to make it a little bit more entertaining. Oh, just watch the game. You'll see. You'll hate me. You'll genuinely hate me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll apologize in advance. I am sorry, fellow players, for this indiscretion. Anyway, now throwing down this pylon. No doubt, when you see a pylon thrown down here by a Protoss player on the scrap station, it's no doubt to kind of throw a wall off here in order to be able to secure the natural expansion. It doesn't even have to be a wall off in essence. You can just throw down two buildings and then a sentry can force field this gap here that you create. But we shall see what I do during this match. This was one of my ladder games, and I'm not currently playing that many ladder games because the bonus pool thing is kind of all screwy. It's not giving me any bonus points every time I won. I won like 5 matches last night and lost 0, and I got like 50 points as opposed to 100 points. So I was really annoyed because I would be at like 1,000 some points because I have like 200 points stuck to my bonus pool because I never get to use it. So I'm now throwing down this gateway here and sending this probe out to do a little bit of scouting. This overlord has now seen these buildings positioned in a forward position, so he is going to know what is going on. He's going the standard build for Zerg on pretty much any map nowadays, which would have been extractor at 15 and then spawning pool at 14. Sorry about that, oh god. It's early in the morning, I need to drink. Well, it's not even the morning now, what is it, like 12 o'clock or something? I can't see them around the corner, it doesn't matter too much. And we do see now that I'm throwing down this cybernetics core in this position here. Now at this point I did think to myself, no, maybe I don't want to wall off. But then I did see that this spawning pool was close to finish. I thought to myself, in case he does throw on any early Zergling pressure, I think I will wall off with a forge in order to be able to kind of secure an expansion with cannons, etc, etc. I was going to keep an eye on all these ridges in order to be able to make sure that he wasn't going to be able to make any kind of Nidus worm drops, and that is what you really need to be wary of when you are going a fast expand, blocking forge fast expand with cannons, blah 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 blah. You need to be able to make sure that he's not having any Nidus worm play, because you are going to be susceptible to that and really vulnerable. So that is one thing, Protoss players, that you really need to keep in mind when doing this kind of expansion. Anyway, I am throwing down a pylon here in order to be able to throw a cannon down here and keep an eye on these destructible rocks, and I'm going to throw a cannon down here as well, just to make sure that I can fend off any Zergling aggression in the beginning stages of this game. He is now sending out this drone in order to be able to create this ghost hatchery. And all these Zerglings are now going to be a lot more Zerglings coming out in order to be able to make probably a push on my base. I do see what is going on in his base with that probe though, so quite handy. And I am going to be throwing a Stargate down, yeah, because Stargates are not used enough in PvZ. We love Stargates, they are awesome. And just mining off these 2 assimilators. Now I did get these 2 assimilators quite early in order to be able to fund what I did already plan to do with this Stargate build, as I love Stargates and they're fantastic and you should all use them because they're great, but not all the time. Again, in PvZ they are very undervalued by a lot of players, and I advise people to use them a lot more in PvZ, especially Phoenix, because Phoenix are awesome, and we do have a Phoenix on the way. Yes. We love Phoenix. Anyway, all these Zerglings now moving in on my base, and as you can see, this cannon's going to be able to fend them off, no problemo. And he does try and poke up this way as well, but does see that this is a full wall in. He does try and come around here and get in, but it's not going to work. Ha ha ha. I did create this stalker just to make sure that I could scout around in order to make sure I wasn't doing any Nidus worm drops, but now just pumping out these Phoenix, silocking myself a little bit, for God's sake, totally noobish and stupid, but now these Zerglings realise that there's no way in, so he's going to have to either tech up or produce tons of Zerglings, like a million Zerglings, in order to be able to get into my base. Now just getting up this expansion, and I should be looking to take my expansion soon, since I do have quite a lot of Phoenix in production at this point. And we do see more probes coming out in order to be able to have a nice transfer once my expansion does go up. We see now that he's just trying to get his natural saturated. Nice overlord positioning from craYon here, really nice, making sure that you can see everything that is going on. He does have this overseer morphing in. I just wonder if when he sends this overseer in, it does see my stargates. I'm not so sure that it does. So, yeah, really, as I say, really good overlord positioning here, but as soon as these Phoenix come out, he's going to have to move all these overlords as quickly as possible in order to make sure that I don't kick the crap out of them. Ha ha ha! So, again, nice pylon placement here and stalker placement. He does throw... Oh, a changeling! I didn't notice this during the game. Ha! That's terrible, isn't it? How terrible's that? Oh, I'm such a bad player. Anyway, I do fend off this overseer, and this changeling does see pretty much everything that's going on, although I am going to chase down this overseer with these Phoenix, try and pick it off, as overseers are extremely expensive. He now has a Hydralist den up, only 4 Hydras out at this point in order to be able to combat my Phoenix, but the Phoenix harass is about to start. All these overlords are in trouble from my Phoenix play, and 1 overlord going down. A second overlord just about to go down. These Hydras moving out in order to be able to try and pick off these, but it's not going to work. A lot of energy stocked up on these Phoenix. I'm going to be able to pick up this Queen, take out the Queen. I am grabbing this expansion now, but this Queen does go down. And we do see now the drone harass begins. I could have actually picked up all these Hydralisks. I didn't realise that he had only 4. I assumed he would have a lot more, but apparently not. Now just flying around a little bit. I do miss the overlord, that's a shame. I would have been able to pick that off and it would have been awesome. But now just flying around, making sure that I can do as much harass as possible, picking up that Zergling in order to be able to make sure that he cannot control this Zelnaga watchtower. However, at this point I believe that the Phoenix have paid for themselves. They're already really harassing units. The Zerg is forced to stay in his base, and now I'm going to come in here, pick off this overseer, run away, and craYon leaves the game. So that was possibly the easiest victory in existence. I actually talked to craYon after, I actually spoke to craYon after the game, and asked him, why did you leave, what's going on? And he was just like, I hate Phoenix, so I can't be bothered. So, yeah, if you're a Protoss player and you're on this map, or any map in fact, make some Phoenix, and hopefully your opponent will rage quit. Yeah, since this video was a bit short, I'm going to go and try and find some extra footage somewhere else to finish this video off, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I was going to show you a video of a hedgehog, but apparently the video doesn't share the same common frame rate as this video, so yeah, sucks. Okay, see you later.